Let's go get this climb out of the way. Apparently it is just awful.
Oh my god, that sucked.
Enduro day, baby. The shuttles couldn't fit us, so we're doing what we know best, climbing with our own legs. Let's freaking go. In our European way, we're using a piece of bread as pre-ride fuel. All right, we have like all of our maps allegedly figured out. So we've got food. We did bring like CO2, bacon, like self-supporting things because we haven't needed any of that this week. And then I'm gonna bring my raincoat, strap it to my bars so it'll guarantee we don't get rained on. Let's go get this climb out of the way. Apparently it is just awful. Okay, according to my watch, we're 63 feet above sea level, which the ocean's just right there, you can see it. But this will be kind of a funny like climb because we should get to about 3,000 feet if everybody tells us correctly. Okay, so we just have to go up there. Kind of nice to see a different part of town by going these ways. Okay, so the reason we're doing an enduro day today is because Sam got pretty sick yesterday. He had some like, food poisoning, like 24-hour major gut issues. So we didn't ride with the tour group. We went over there today and said, hey, can we get on? And they were like, no, it's all full. And we've had our eyes on doing this Santo Antonio run, but everyone's like, no, it's 1,000 meters, it's too much. And so we're like, okay, well fine, if a van won't take us, we'll just go do the enduro day we've been kind of chatting about. So here we are. I've been enjoying all the cars, like just, I guess, in Madeira, but like in Europe in general, like these old Defenders are cool. But then you have like, the Peugeots, Citroens, like all the new Peugeots look super cute. I wish we had some of those cute small cars in the United States. Oh, and then they have the Suzuki Jimny here because they've just reintroduced them. Those are sick. But our favorite car has been, is it a Citroen? The Megan?
That's a Renault.
Oh, there's a Renault, like it's like a Megane. But we're just like Megan. We've been getting a kick out of that car. I'll try to find one as we're walking. Okay, I do have to provide context to these people just going down the hill in baskets. So this is actually called the Monte toboggan ride, or Carros de Cesto do Monte. There's a town, Monte, which is just above Funchal. And back in like the 19th century, those toboggans were actually used as a way to get from Monte to Funchal. Apparently, those things used to get up to like 30 kilometers an hour from a speed perspective. The hills were so steep. So anyway, obviously in the modern day, this is a tourist attraction. People go up to the botanical gardens in Monte and just fly these baskets down the hill back to Funchal. It was super entertaining. This was one of my favorite parts of the trip. Just watching this was hilarious. Duly noted that next time we're in Madeira, we just got to rent a basket sled.
Back down.
Mountain bikes have been the wrong way, the wrong mode of transportation. We need more baskets. Oh man, that was entertaining. That was great. I love that. Dude, 3 miles, 2,400 feet.
God.
We have just been going straight up. I mean, if a wooden basket can go down the hill,
It's gotta be real steep.
it's pretty steep. Your hair has like drops on the end of every piece of it. It's super crazy. We ain't built for this humidity, people. All right, let's get going. If you can see through the clouds, we were way down there.
All the way down there.
Barely see Funchal, you can barely see the ocean. You're just mistaking it for the sky. Super cool. Okay, we're like 3,000 feet up. And it's funny because like the guides were like, oh yeah, it's like 1,000 meters to Santo Antonio. And we're like at 1,000 meters and we have still like
Maybe
at
halfway.
least 500 meters more. And so we were like, oh, it's clear that I don't think the guides have ever actually pedaled this.
No.
I mean, it's fine. We're 2 hours in. We're having a snack. We're almost to like the point where we have to turn off to the like observatory.
No, we're not close to that.
We're like 5 kilometers away from the restaurant, so snack time, and we actually have a flat road we can pedal. So I think my assessment, of course, while we're in this, is the juice is not worth the squeeze.
No way.
Because like the full Santo Antonio, like I think I did on sighting in like 16 or 17 minutes. So it's really like, for a really good guy, a 9-minute track, right? Like, let's be real.
And 4 hours.
And it's just 3 to 4 hours of just these like super random roads to get up there. Yeah. Juice ain't worth a squeeze on the Enduro day, but hell, if we can't get on a van, I'm not just gonna sit around. I'm gonna make the best day I can out of it. So I guess we're road riding today. Maybe we'll get to the trailhead eventually. That's gonna hit this one.
You can sit. Hey.
Thank you. We stopped for Coca-Colas and French fries.
It's like a thing. Everybody here seems to drink Coke.
Yeah, like everybody's dead set against energy drinks, but like drink Coca-Cola and beer.
Yeah.
It was super funny. Like yesterday.
Every time for lunch. That's what everybody's getting.
Yesterday, this guy was like, "Sugar is so bad for you," as he was drinking beer, and we were like, I don't think you know how fermentation works."
Yeah.
7.3 miles. It's like, feels like we haven't gone anywhere for 3 hours, just straight up. Tiny island, we're just taking the bird.
Yep.
All right, fries have been demolished. Let's get out of here. All right, we're finally passing the observatory, which is kind of hilarious because looking up, I don't know how much there is to observe. But that's a harbinger of positivity, because we had to just go slightly past it to get to our trail. It's so creepy up here. Like, you literally can't see more than 100 yards either way. We're super close to our turnoff though, and then it's trail from here. This was crazy though. Where are we at? Our guide was grossly incorrect.
Yep.
So it's 10 miles, 5,400 feet so far. This might be one of the biggest climbs we've ever done.
It's bigger than even Copper Canyon.
5,400 feet's a lot.
Copper Canyon's like
Yeah, and we've been climbing for 4 hours, and it's so crazy, only 10 miles, because we've just been straight up the whole time. I'm happy we stopped for French fries, that was needed.
Oh my god, that sucked. Why do we do stuff like this?
That was so bad. But we're doing it for the plot. We wanted to know if Madeira was an endurable destination. Endurable. It's not. Unless you want to like spend a whole day to ride a 14-minute trail. But you know, we had some French fries and we got to see some baskets.
Yes.
Sliding down the streets. The basket
Like,
sliding was really entertaining. Yeah. So we're here
At the top.
at the top.
It doesn't get any higher than that.
I'm gonna be honest, like, our guide just grossly, like so grossly lied to us. Like,
Had I known the truth and the numbers, I may not have committed to
he
this.
said it was going to be a 3,000 foot climb. It's been 5,500 feet. We have just ourselves to blame for this. Google Map clearly shows that it was a 1,700 meter climb. Further, Santo Antonio was only a 2-mile trail. More than half of the quote-unquote off-roading was just about a fire road with some little peel-offs. So the climb was insane for a really, really short 2-mile trail. Whoops. And Sam was like so ill yesterday.
Yes.
Like, you don't understand. And we were like,
food in my body.
we're like, oh, it's like 3,000 feet. Like 3,000 feet's like a normal day. This is like a lot.
Low elevation.
Low elevation. Yeah, this was
Insane.
an adventure. I mean, this is definitely like the pure definition of like sea to summit to sea. So, you know, we've like got that going for us. 10 out of 10 on the like wanting to adventure. And like the other thing too is like Sam and I were talking a little bit more about like the guiding services and stuff. Like, it was actually quite expensive. But like, of course, because this is very prohibitive for your average mountain biker to like get themselves around to ride trails. It's kind of like a captive, you know, service. So they're obviously, charging accordingly. But yeah, I don't know, dog. I don't think I'd come here on a holiday if I was all leg power for the whole week. This is like the tippy top of Santo Antonio, which like I don't think it's actually called that, but wow, very difficult to see. And I think we might have dealt incredible. I can't see anything. We dealt with this a little bit, I think, on like day one, the like ultra clouds. But by the time we got to this trail in the afternoon, which it's actually like 2:30 in the afternoon right now, this was like a lot easier to see. Incredible. Wow. Jeez, I want to look ahead, but there's nothing to look at. Really difficult, huh?
My legs are weak.
Yeah, my legs are weak too. Making the green trail as hard as possible, huh? Wait. Sweet. That was fun. Weak body, weak arms. I can't see anything. A recipe for success. Okay. Nothing. Oh my God. Everything is just a rock covered in lube. And it's some real high quality lube. Let's see how she goes today. Unbelievable how slippery this is. Actually, crazy stuff. I even took air out of my tires at the top of that. Because we obviously had like a climbing air. Man, after 4 hours of climbing on the road, this trail just didn't seem quite as fun as opposed to when we drove up to it in a van. The trail itself is cool. It's got some nice corners and nice descending. But at the end of the day, the conditions were really, really bad. By the time we got up there, the trail was really muddy and really blown out. And I think Sam and I were just ready to get down. It was really funny too, because we've done some big days, and Sam and I agreed that this might have been one of the hardest days that we've had on the bike. Probably a combination of Sam being sick the day before, but also just the hours of mindless road riding was really difficult. So our assessment of this, we probably would not do an enduro day to the top of the mountain, but hey, we did it for the plot, and we still did get to ride our mountain bike, so that's not the worst thing that you could ever have happen to you. So yeah, I don't know. 4 hours of climbing for like a hiking trail down, especially because I don't even think this trail's 2 miles, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, definitely wouldn't do a pedal day for this one for sure. But hey, we tried. And all things considered, for the fact that we couldn't get on a bus, like to do the little shuttles, at least we made the most out of this day. But insane that Sam was able to do this on a bad stomach. I can't believe that. The part that's the bummer about like trying to do the enduro day like that is the majority of your elevation loss, I think, is truly just coming down through the city on these streets. So, I mean, it's kind of fun to bomb the hills, but you know, it's not mountain biking. There it is, the Megan in all of its glory and its weird back end. Let's get back to the condo and pack up.
I mean, what a privilege to fly to an island off the coast of Morocco and like go ride bikes. It was just like incredible, super unique trails, all this stuff. I think for me though, if I isolate the riding, I would say overcomplicated and overpriced. I think in the future, our riding holidays, we'll just go to a bike park, probably better facilities, more riding overall.
We actually didn't ride that much. I think every day we maybe rode like 6 trails, and the trails were really, really short, which is just something that we're not super used to, like a trail that's 2 minutes long. And I think that's kind of why Sam was like, it's overcomplicated, because like we're just doing a lot of driving to ride a 2-minute trail. And like we tried to do our enduro day. That was a huge no-no. I would not recommend that to literally anyone. We truly did that one for the plot. Madeira was sick, and we had a lot of fun because like who doesn't have fun on vacation? But we didn't get a ride too much because the trails were super short and they were really difficult to get to. But yeah, that's kind of all. I hope that was honest. We had a lot of fun, but yeah, that was kind of our honest reaction to it. We will catch you guys at our local trails next time. Later.